Hey Taylor, thank you for purchasing your reading and thank you for being very patient. Unfortunately, my turnaround time on readings is about 10 days. I think we're a day or so ahead of that. So here we go with your reading. And it's 10 business days. But again, thank you for being patient. Thank you for your support. I don't know if you found me on Instagram or you've been in the tribe for a while, but thank you for supporting my little random lives that I happen to pop on sometimes and do. So you just wanted to kind of get a random reading so we could see what was going on with you in your life and just give you some information for your highest and best good. So I'm just shuffling here and we will just see what we have for you. I see some really good cards for you. So I'm starting off pulling 4 cards. I have the 8 of Cups for you, the 4 of Wands for you, the Magician for you, and the 7 of Swords for you. So let's just start off with each card individually, and then I will start to kind of go more in depth about what they could mean. The first thing that I see right off the bat is you're walking into an area of life where you are being called to step out of your comfort zone. A lot of times we're in a position where it may not be like the worst thing in the world, but not necessarily the best thing in the world. There's more out there that's meant for us. We're meant to do more. We're meant to grow. Sometimes things in life happen to kind of show us that we've settled in some way, and Spirit doesn't want us to settle. God doesn't want us to settle. And so what happens is you are probably right now in a period where you're being shown that you need to move and explore and grow and do and be, because there's so much more and so much better that you can have for yourself. When I look at this card, the things that you may have to let go of, the things that you may have to leave behind, the things that you may be emotionally pulled to and may have to detach from are things that are very, very near and dear to your heart, or something that is very emotionally connected to you. So when you are being called to make this decision or move or let go or grow, is something that for you is not going to feel very comfortable, and it's not maybe going to feel very good for you, but you need to be assured that it's something that needs to happen if you want to have more and you want to have better for yourself and for your life moving forward. So I do recognize that emotionally, and even though you may know that you have to do this, you may have already taken the first steps to do this, and emotionally it's not the easiest thing to do. It is a very necessary thing for you to do if you want to grow. There's something beautiful here. There's something to celebrate. Now, I don't know, I'll put the cards together in a minute, but sometimes I just say things because there's so many different possibilities for what this could mean for you, especially if we're trying to pull out some random information. Maybe you need to step out of your comfort zone. Are you supposed to move? Are you meant to take a relationship to the next level? Are you meant to go to school? Are you about to graduate? When you see that card, there's some sort of transition happening. It's usually a very positive transition. If you were looking for some external clues, like I said, it's things like housewarmings, moving out, reunions, parties, weddings, anniversaries, marriages, those type of things. However, you could be feeling this on a more internal level, and when you see it on an internal level, what it's telling you is that you are perhaps just maturing and growing and moving from one phase of life where you may have felt very, very comfortable into this other phase of life. And while it does, I do see some emotional discomfort there, I think for the most part that you're going to find that if you can take the leap and not settle and continue to move forward, whatever is happening is going to be a very positive transition for you. Another card that I see very, very positively is the fact that you have the Magician card. And when I see that major type of card overarching everything you're reading, the number one thing that I think about is that you have everything that you need in order to create abundance for yourself. What you need to do is really put your thoughts and your intentions around what it is that you want to create, because you have this powerful opportunity that if it hasn't already opened up, once you take the first step, the first leap, once you do a little bit of walking, you're going to find things open up very, very quickly for you. And you're going to have to believe in yourself, and you're going to have to be really clear about what it is that you want to create, because just as much as you have the potential to create these very positive things for yourself, you also have this ability to create maybe some things that you don't want to have happen for yourself. And so it can go both ways. Pay attention to that. You are a channel for some very positive manifestation power right now. So you must believe, even if you don't see it, or even if you're going through a rough and difficult time, even if you may feel scattered or have all these different things pulling you emotionally, if you really get into touch with what it is you want to create in the next level, whether that be like the next 6 months, the next year, the next 3 years, I think it'll really help you to develop a plan in order to move forward very successfully. Then you have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords ultimately to me is about using your mind. You are very intelligent. You are going to learn a lot of other things that are going to help you grow and mature and think on a truly different level, a level where you're able to create some very big things for yourself. But in order to do that, there's a lot of things that need to happen. For one, are you needing to walk away from maybe a relationship with someone that is telling you one thing and saying that they want to build a family with you, but you see evidence of the fact that you may be settling, and you have this ability to create this beautiful family and this beautiful home for yourself, but you're not going to be able to do it until you can get rid of this person that's telling you lies. That's one possibility I see. Or it could just be you lying to yourself, and the fact that you say that you want these big things and you have this power available for you to be able to create those things, but you continue to stay in your comfort zone instead of doing what you need to do to move forward. And so sometimes you are lying to yourself, and you need to really sit down. You need to really come up with a plan that's very clear, very detailed, and very forward moving, and you need to stick with it. Some people may not be supportive of your ideas. So what I do see is there's a need to maybe keep some of your information and some of your cards very close to your chest, because there's a lot of people that, or family members even, or people you consider to be very close to you, that may want to kind of keep you held back. And it's not because, well, it could be intentional or unintentional, but because I see these cards, I just think that sometimes people just get stuck in a certain way of what life should be or is supposed to be, and so they cannot see outside of that, so they're not going to understand that. Watch your thoughts, watch your ideas. If you have a skill having to do with some sort of intellectual property, make sure you keep an eye on that, because I do see that if you don't protect that kind of stuff, another thing that can happen is you may have somebody try to steal the heater came on. You may have somebody try to steal your thoughts and ideas, and so you may need to protect that. So that's kind of where you are right now. And I know we are almost at 10 minutes, but I just kind of want to pull some cards for you just to give you a little bit of advice on what you can do as you move forward. We'll pull 3 advice cards really quickly for you here. All right, so your first card of advice is the Hierophant. So this card says a number of different things. Again, there is tradition, there is family there, so that is something that you may need to focus on. This card is also saying that this is not a time to take shortcuts or not a time to do things in any other manner than what is tried and true, and conform. Not conform to others, people's ideas and beliefs, I don't think, but I feel like this is saying you need to conform to a system, and a philosophy and what is valuable to you, and stay in alignment with that. And if you feel like you're alone, to get in touch with spirit. I don't know why my phone is like, it seems like it's like all leaning. Sorry. Because I think that this card is telling you that's going to be something very important and integral. You have another major card, so you must be going through something very, very major, where judgment to me is about, you know what you need to do. You've been feeling the call. You know you need to step out. You know you need to do something. You know you need to grow, make better decisions, be a better person, be more in alignment with what you believe, both spiritually and philosophically, and have your own set of truth. You know, we come through life, we're taught a lot of different things, but then we also have to figure out what's true for us, and we have to be willing to be brave and step out on a ledge and act on that thing, especially when we can feel in our heart and soul that we're being called to something bigger, better, and different. And so I think that's where you are right now. And I don't know, you may not be happy. You may be ruminating a lot, though. You may be depressed. You may be apathetic. You may have given up. You have this opportunity that's here for you to grasp, like I said, for you to be able to create something very, very powerful for yourself. But I don't know if you spend too much time in your head. I don't know if you don't believe that you can have it. I don't know if you are just bored, or you just feel stuck, or you don't know where to go. There's something there, and that opportunity is for you to create and manifest something very big for yourself. Like I said, sit with the information that I've given you. You now know where to find me. I absolutely see you going through some big transitions in your life, and I think that this is a time of learning for you. Maybe it's some spiritual learning, but it could also be just traditional, going back to school, getting an education to better yourself, which will then give you the opportunity to step out and create a better life for yourself. But you are in a space of opportunity and growth. So if you feel like you aren't, I'm just telling you, you could be missing something. So you really need to start to wrap your head around manifestation, visualization, but also planning and execution, and what did I want to say? Like massive action toward whatever it is that you find you want to create after that space of contemplation, and really getting in touch with yourself and what you want. So I hope that you find this helpful. You know where to find me. I hope that you are a follower on Instagram. Make sure you check the blog every week. It's always updated. YouTube as well. And then I'm going to start to do more classes, and hopefully I will be able to structure my lives a little bit more so that you guys know when I'm going live. So you'll be able to join me, and we can have some discussions, and I can teach you guys a little bit more about the energies going on. I released a predictions book totally free on my website, so make sure you sign up to get that free book. And then there was another one. You may have already received that one, though. The other one was the 6 things that you need to heal in your life if you want to have a better life. So those 2 things together may kind of give you some more information with your reading to kind of supplement what you need to help you to move forward. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.